What's up, everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, I'm still just like trying to recover from the.
Yeah, I know.
That movie.
Raazi.
So intense, so
Yeah.
well done.
Yes.
Wow, like it was on another level, to be honest.
It really was.
We got Siddhar Udam, Vicky Kaushal back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well
so
done.
good.
Very good actor. And also,
He's such a good husband.
a Chad.
Too.
Oh,
Yeah.
great guy.
What a dude. He was
And-
so kind to her.
As always, dies, horribly.
Yeah.
Just classic
Oh,
Sardar
man.
kind of energy. But,
Man.
yeah, where to begin?
I don't know where to begin. I mean,
Wow, that was interesting.
the whole premise of the film was pretty unique.
Yeah,
How it
for
was
sure.
a spy, or her father was a spy, and then he kind of handed it off to her
Yep.
to take over. And it was really interesting to see even the training aspect at the beginning of the movie was
Yep.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was slow at all. It was cool to see what she was learning and like how she used that later in the film. And then after that, just her infiltration of the family she was staying with, and like her
It's
husband.
an incredible true story.
And, yeah,
for
wow.
sure.
Okay,
I mean, I'm
sorry.
sure some
Yeah,
things
keep
are,
going,
but-
though.
And
Yeah,
and
that's
like
crazy.
just the way she kind of started to bond with her husband and stuff. I knew when that started happening. I'm like, oh, this is not good because something's gonna happen to him, And then by the end, that's it. Yeah, he died at the end, but like. Yeah, just the build up too was really well done. Like it was a slow build, but like it kept your interest the whole movie. Like I didn't really find any of this slow. And like now that I know it, I mean it's based off a true story. I thought it was just based off a book, but like it seems like
Well, that's what the thing you just said.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? It could just be.
I'm sure a lot of it is a lot of it is based off the true story.
Right.
And wow, it's just a really powerful film.
Makes you
and that
think.
ending with the twists, and then like the conversation with her and the what's the higher up guy's name? What's his name? He was a really good actor too. I don't know. We may have seen him. Where is he at?
No, that's my boob.
Let's see.
Vicky,
Was it Nick? No.
Jadid,
that's not
maybe?
him. Where's he at?
It's just the
Is
dad
this
was really
Jadid?
good.
No.
The other agent guy.
The agent.
I think you'll
this
know.
guy?
He barely had a role.
No,
The agent?
not that guy.
It's not that
Yeah,
guy.
I'm talking about
one of the
guy
guys.
with
Whoever he is. What you were saying.
the
though.
kind of the scars on his
Yep,
face.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
He was, like when he said, "This is war," and she's like, "I don't want to be a part of this anymore."
Oh,
if it's
the main agent.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I
was
forgot
really
his
good.
name though,
Yeah.
but he was really good.
Yeah.
But that conversation they had at the end
Yeah.
was so powerful. It's like, sure, you won the war, but like the casualties and
At what cost?
the consequences of that, like, wow. It was, that whole scene was really powerful.
Right.
But,
I think what this movie did really well was really kind of portray the complexity.
yeah.
Because that's what made it such a gripping movie, was that it was so complex. Where you have a character that has a snowballing effect, but it's with people that they're not necessarily bad people, right? But
Yeah.
they're just people that
They
you're
are
in
just
a
trying
war.
to win the war,
Exactly.
Right.
They-
And
Both sides value country over all else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's what's sad, and that's what creates... Because that guy was, like, one of the best characters in a movie we've seen.
Yeah.
In terms of a dude role, like, being the
Yeah.
most respectful to a woman.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that it caused such complexity, because it's like, in his personal life, he's a great guy, but politically, he, it's so interesting.
Yeah, I know, because he also believed country over
Yeah.
love and
they were like
religion. It's
crying over that.
He understood
they
that,
they
which
knew
is crazy.
they shouldn't, or they were like, it was so hard for them to grasp that, like, that like we can't love each other and fight for our countries at the same time. Either or, you can't have both.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see that, because it's like that's when it's tough, because it's like,
I know.
do you really value country over human relationships and life? And that was her questions at the end, where she's like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, because what is the life that, like, if you don't value life really, and just
she experienced that fluctuating, hey, you're expendable now just because of this point in time. I could kill you, like her boss.
And that was so intense. It's like
she was out.
He pulled the trigger, and it's like, wow.
Other lives were expendable too, other than herself. So
she was a great actor for this too.
Oh yeah, Alia was incredible.
And too, just because she is really good at showing a lot of emotion, which I think is important for this type of role, that you want to show the trauma that you're experiencing.
Yeah.
When you do that kind of work.
Well, yeah, like after she ran over. That one guy, and like, it was like so tough to watch, because she was the consequences of that hit her, and like you could just see her acting in that scene after was so good. Like she played this role really well, and like she's such a good actress, because like we saw her in Highway. Yep. And she acted totally different. She
was funny in Highway.
And then in this, she really took on the serious role so well.
She did.
It was she was so good in this. But overall a great film.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys Ben, did you have any other thoughts on it?
Overall, I thought it was very interesting to explore that dynamic, because you're knowingly, everyone's betraying each other, and they were mainly betraying this trust that they built with the family. Mm-hmm. Her dad with obviously the father, and then she's continuing that in his stead with a marriage relationship, which is even hard, and a family like moving over there, which is such a lie to live, and it's so overwhelming in the
crazy
the weight
of I know that whole thing,
and you could tell that, and that's why Alia did such a great job with her role, because you could tell that she was overwhelmed at times, and there was just like certain scenes where it's just like, I feel like she did a great job, like the physical aspect of that, just like she doesn't necessarily have to say say a line, it's just the emotions that are shown on her face, which is really impressive. She definitely is probably, at least from what we've watched, probably one of the best actresses I think that we've seen.
I think so. She can definitely lead a movie.
Bollywood movie, it's very impressive. But this was an interesting story, and it's when you see a movie that says based on a true story, you expect certain aspects of it to be, it's kind of cliche, you just have these story beats,
right?
But while this one,
there really wasn't.
You couldn't really predict what would happen,
which was
next.
Awesome.
It was like,
I mean, you knew that she would get uncovered in the end for sure, so that's kind of the expectation. But you didn't know how or how many.
You didn't know how it would.
Right.
You
didn't know what would be the result of that, which is the worrisome part where it's building up.
That's why we were
snowballing.
So stressed.
She's killing people.
And
you're like, oh my goodness, it's falling apart. You just don't know how it's going to fall apart. And I thought it really did a good job. I liked the little misdirect at the end. I thought that was well done too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so this is based on a true story. I'm very curious of how many of those elements were like literally happened.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to believe.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah.
With the Ryzen and the like how it shot into that one guy's
the
leg.
umbrella.
One of the son's leg. It seemed really hard to. It stretched reality a little bit. But, I mean, obviously that was creating tension as well. But I'm curious to see how much of that actually
is
happened.
Real. Yeah. I wonder how
certainly
many...
the main part of it was.
Right. I wonder how many spy things are like that out there.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure
poison umbrellas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was kind of bare bones too in terms of the spy material. Like, I mean, old-fashioned spy.
Yeah. Which I was fine with.
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
They didn't over-corny it with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And like, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's not a Mission Impossible.
Which was nice.
Which is good. I like how they.
It was. I honestly thought it was more real.
Yep.
It was like, when we need to back in stuff for you, we can drop some stuff in for you.
Yep.
But other than that,
right,
you just got to live.
And one thing I appreciate about this movie too, we were saying, oh boy, it could be a political movie. This was extremely straightforward story.
Right. Yep.
There was no political context really. It was just
lenience. It was just
right. This is just the war. This is happening.
Yep.
The intelligence is gathering. This is it. Is as it is, and so. I appreciate that. It was very straightforward.
Let us know what you guys think about that too in the comments about the war aspect of it, and if this
was
struck
an
a note.
accurate portrayal of the events as well.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Yep.
But yeah, it was very, very complicated because she was beginning to obviously love.
Yeah. Well, and she was pregnant at the end, and that was such an interesting thing
She's
too.
like
She's
there's
carrying his
already
child
exactly. Yeah, that was powerful. That
so
was really
we
good.
have a movie in America. Well, it's a German movie, but it's All Quiet on the Western Front. Is kind of what I was thinking about near the end, where the same kind of idea in both those movies is about just like the futility of war and just like how just innocent people die.
This is anti-war.
Yes,
which is
which is the same as
I think all of us
All Quiet. But All Quiet, presents it in the same kind of just it doesn't matter what side you're on. It's just this is war. I felt pretty similar to this too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let us know in the comments too, because every now and then we'll get a comment like, "Oh, this is a propaganda movie" and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So let us know, is this one of those in your guys' opinion?
Right.
Because I don't know. It
felt straightforward with no agenda.
I didn't feel one, but
you
maybe
can conclude that war is terrible.
Maybe we are missing some of the cultural subtext of what would be a propaganda movie. I don't know.
Let us know.
But I thought it was good. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done.
Really good.
All right.
Acting all around was great.
And there have been certain ones that we've watched some not quite so similar, but that haven't struck such a strong chord.
Yes,
so
totally agree.
Yeah,
I think it's because of the creativity in this.
And the storytelling, it was so well done, and the acting, of course.
Yeah.
So should we do our
Letterboxd open?
Ratings?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I gotta find it first. Wow. Oh, I see yours already. Okay.
You already rated it. You better
quick to the draw.
Better yell it out
yes,
then.
Sir.
Right, I gave it a solid 4.
Yeah,
same here.
I did too. Yep.
Unanimous.
100%.
Across the
board.
This was one
out of 5.
Ones.
4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
4 out of 10.
Yeah,
4 out of 5. Such.
Wow,
a good
I'm seeing interesting. It's not.
I really want to see it.
It's not as highly rated as I was
with my family too. I think they would like that spy aspect and just the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty intense, but like I think they would still like it, especially since it's based off a true story. That's kind of. My family kind of likes to.
Yep,
to
this
watch.
would be a great one
parents
to see
like
with
to
the
watch
fam.
That kind of stuff. So.
And even if it's not like completely true, it's at least probably very inspired. I would assume.
Right. And it definitely hits the the right beats and it
totally.
And that ending hit hard. Yeah, it was just like wow.
Alia's
so
that
good.
conversation she had with her mentor per se was
really good,
very powerful. She was leaving it all out on the screen.
She really did.
That was very impressive.
Yeah, well done, Alia.
Yep.
All right, gang.
Well, there we go. There's our review.
See you in the next one.
Yeah, see you later.